Flight boss, bitch, you know for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon, the little Archangel Uriel, and Flight boss here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now we're gonna talk about, first and foremost, happy motherfucking flight day. It's your flight day. And if you a sun in Scorpio, moon in Capricorn, then this motherfucking video is for you. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about the sun first. The sun is your actions, the way you act, how you see things, what you're consciously aware of, what people can see from you, right? So it's in fixed water, being fixated on its own emotions and feelings. So there's only so much which you want people to see from you anyway. You're not gonna let everybody see all your actions, everything that you're into. But for the most part, what you are into and what you're consciously aware of is your own desires, your own passions, your own motivations. You know what I'm saying? And the way you act and the way you may see things may transform a lot throughout your life. You know what I'm saying? You may go through a lot of transformations, or you may have to transform others in some type of way. But throughout these transformations, whether there was negative or positive, it put you on the path to kind of understand the yin realm, kind of understand how, try to make you understand on what to make yourself a part of and what to separate yourself from. Because, water is dealing with absorbent. So it likes to take shape and form of whatever environment or whatever field is in. Whether it's a bowl or cup or whatever, water is going to take the shape and form. But it has to do it in its own way. You know what I'm saying? So it's dealing with its own desires, its own motivations, its own goals, its own passions, and this is what it wants to see. So if it can't see someone sharing its own type of desires, its own passions, or share a likeness to its desires or passions or motivations, then slowly or shortly the Scorpio sun is going to find itself separating itself from that absorption of river or water or shape or form, and trying to find itself a part of another, because water always likes to absorb and take shape and form of the things in the surrounding that it's in. So Scorpios always like to make sure it's in the surrounding that it actually can do that. And if it ain't in the surrounding that it can do that, it would detach and go somewhere else in a secluded place again, back into the dark. So it don't have to come out and sting nobody or sting your goddamn self. Now, when we talk about the moon in Capricorn, now the moon hates to be in Capricorn, this, that, and the third, but this video ain't about that, because this is a different person, everything. This is about a natural motherfucking moon in Capricorn. My daughter has a moon in Capricorn, so I understand this also. So when we talk about the moon being in Capricorn, the moon is who you are, your emotional reactions, how you respond to things. You see what I'm saying? So off the bat, you respond and react to reality. It has to make sense, because we talk about Capricorn here, cardinal Earth, initiating and creating new ways of how to think and be practical. So when we talk about the emotions and feelings, a lot of times he's like, man, fuck business. I mean, fuck personnel. Fuck what's personal. Fuck feelings. It's all about business. You know what I'm saying? It's all about don't take nothing personal. Boom. So right here, this can kind of make you cold and detach the emotional side a little bit. So when your actions and the way you act see the emotions and feelings, a lot of times you see it more as something to walk on. So this is, you don't see it as, because you already understand it, because your sun is in water. But when your moon, what makes you comfortable is not absorbing in it. So you see it more as a something to be on and something not to be in. You know what I'm saying? So you're not in your feelings. Sometimes you're on your feelings. So a lot of times you know how to ride your feelings. So it'll play out where, as a metaphysic realm, it look like as a person who's a sun in Scorpio, moon in Capricorn. Your archetype would look like a ice river. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, it's like wintertime. Like, say the beach at wintertime. It's just the water is frozen. You can walk on the beach. You can walk on the water. You know what I'm saying? And the ice might be it might be so thick you might not even walk on a crack. You might not even crack a certain location. You might could walk real far out there because the ice is so thick. So off the bat, you use your emotions. You don't even use your emotions and feelings. You cold to your own. You use other people's emotions and feelings. You look at people's vulnerabilities. You look at people's positive attributes. But long as it revolves into their emotional feelings or their vibration and the way they vibrating, and if it come out as far as an expression or a talent or something that could be utilized and shaped and put in and packaged or something like that, then that's where you're all there. You all there for some reason. So you have to learn how to not look at your friends like employees. Also learn how to not look at your friends like things that you need to learn. Not learn how to not look at your friends like something to walk on. Don't get into relationships based upon just because you think it's a status thing, or you think you're supposed to be in relationships, or you'll get in a relationship just for the sake of you think everybody got into a relationship, so you'll try to create the best relationship. So it's like fictitious, almost like you create things on false legs, fictitious legs. And when I say that, in by no means necessary, I'm saying you fake and phony. No, you are real to the T, but you may take that to an extreme. You may try to be too real. Like for an example, you may see that say you're in an environment or an area where everybody's in a relationship, right? So that's the thing to do. Everybody get in a relationship, but everybody complaining about their relationships. So you'll sit there and think about, all right, I don't want to be in a relationship that everybody complaining, doing things that everybody complaining about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get into a perfect relationship. So you'll go get anybody just to be in a relationship, and then do anything to try not to experience the woes and woes that everybody else experienced in their relationship. Remind you, in the first place, you went and got anybody. So you done created a task that was so hard for yourself that it's almost like you trying to force something to be what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? So even when it ain't working, you like, nah. We can't be showing people that that we break up because them Johnny and Arissa broke up, or Mikey and Timmy, or Mikey and Ashita, they broke up, or you know what I'm saying, or Larry and Michelle, they broke up. You know what I'm saying? We can't be following them, so we gotta do whatever we gotta do. I don't care if you cheated or not. No, I don't care. Like, it's like one of those mentalities, and then you will drop, and then it'll get so serious that if a person don't want to be in that type of energy no more, and they have to detach themselves from you, and they have to do whatever they have to do to get away from you. Say they may have to go through harsh moments. They may have to cheat, or they may have to leave from you because they say they scared. It could get real serious, because you could become a person who may make a person feel like you'll kill them or something like that, or like you take it too serious, like you one of them people who may not take the breakup that well, or because it's too serious now, and you like and you will be thinking about it like you put in all this work and effort for for it to just be right, and it wasn't right. Remind you, in the first place, you wouldn't got anybody because the status in your neighborhood was about it. And this was just an example, but you could put this into business, you could put this into friendships, family ships, and everything. But this is the way you look at it, because see, your moon being in Capricorn, the way you react and respond to things is in is in Earth, in cardinal Earth, initiating and creating new ways of how to think and be practical, which ultimately is common sense, and it's ruled by Saturn. So it's like you just off with the emotions, and it's like it's more of like, okay, what makes sense? What's practical? Like, fuck the way I'm feeling. I need to handle this, and I need to make something out of this. You know what I'm saying? Capricorn moon's always trying to make something manifest out of something. Now they master manifestors. They just may suck when it goes with dealing with the emotions and feelings. You see what I'm saying? But they master manifestors. You know what I'm saying? They're like, man, I shouldn't feel like this or whatever like this. I need to make something out of it. So they express it in some type of way. It creates some type of foundation around that feeling, but that it becomes solid. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they feel, they want to make it solid, make it real, and bring it into this existence in some type of way. Um, so don't try to get on the people's side where they make these people feel like they should kill you. Get on that side. But for the most part, with the sun being a Scorpio, what you're constantly aware of is alternative motives, the behind the scenes realms, what motivates a person's actions and how they see things, because you know what motivates your actions and how you see things. So when you see a person doing things, and you trying to connect with them and make yourself a part of them, and you don't see them actually making it real, they're doing a bunch of fictitious things, or they're doing a bunch of things to make you feel like, okay, this person got other things going on, but they don't know what makes sense. This would make sense, and a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you have to let people get into their spirit or their emotions or their feelings or their other realms. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times stuff don't have to make sense. For just why people get up and walk up out of work all the time. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense, but it's something that their spirit or their soul needed. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand how everything. Sometimes you have to let go of reality sometimes, because you can get lost into the behind the scenes realm of reality, with the sun being in Scorpio and moon being in Capricorn. Well, flight boss, bitch, goddamn air, flight air.